Morning, folks. Today is Sunday, the 27th of May. I'm back on here again today because, as we all know, our government now have introduced the new referendum for yes for abortion in Ireland. And they've pushed and pushed this so many times. They've failed, but this time they've succeeded. Well, personally, I think maybe it's the right thing and maybe it's a wrong thing. I don't honestly really know. I don't. I think no matter what way it went, ultimately it's the woman's choice to do whatever she feels right. Because at the end of the day, it's her body. So maybe, you know, this will be a good thing and maybe a bad thing. Only time will tell. So now that we have that out of the way, oh, you're gonna love me. Because now I want them to push really, really hard now to make medical cannabis available in Ireland. I've been stopped so many times over the last few weeks about people asking me, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening? And have we got any further? Are we any way back? Or has anybody got any ideas on who to approach and where to go from here and so on and so forth? Now, I haven't been on Facebook much lately because I've been trying to meet up with a few people to try and get them to come on camera to tell their story. I can only tell Kenny Tyne's story because I've been with Kenny as a friend for a very, very long time. And when he first got sick 2 years ago, I was there and I've seen him go through the whole lot. Both when he lost his mother and then when he started getting sick from himself and when he was really, really bad, and I'm still here. Now, I said it on the Longford Yes page that there are families out there that are still in this predicament throughout Ireland, whether it's Cork, Dublin, Roscommon, Galway, Athlone, Sligo, Donegal, you name it. There are families out there that are just sitting there waiting and hoping that their family will be given the good news that they need or they have been prescribed this medical cannabis to save their family member's life. Now, I don't know if you're actually listening to that and just actually hearing what I said. It's saving their family members' life. Their brothers, their sisters, their mothers, their fathers, their child, son or daughter. That's it. Saving somebody's life. So, again, Simon Harris, you've pushed and pushed and pushed for this referendum to win, and you've made it that it was a yes campaign. You've won by a landslide. I don't personally think much of it because it's not me. It's not my decision. It's the woman's decision. So I'm telling you now, you start getting your act together now, son. And you start pushing for this medical cannabis because it's not just for women. It's for men. It's for children. It's for anybody that needs it. Kenny Tynan is just one person I know. And he's emailed you. He's phoned you. He's texted you. He's tried everything to get to you. He's even had Gino Kenny on board to get to you. And you still are not listening. So enough is enough. You know, you went out of your way to do what you felt was right for the women, and fair enough. Okay, we'll let you decide on what the next steps are for that. It's not for me to say what way it goes, if it goes up or if it goes down. That's not for me. I'm not a woman, so sorry, ladies. I'm just not. I just think, yeah, okay, fair enough. He got the vote in, but there's people's lives at risk throughout Ireland who have medical needs for this medical cannabis, and their doors are constantly being closed, and I just have had enough of it. You know, the hardest thing for me is just listening that nothing has been done. You know, that it's just gone, that nobody wants to take this ball and run with it. Gino Kenny took the ball, he ran with it. The government are still playing hardball with them. I know there's an awful lot of TDs that want it in, but ultimately it's down to the Minister of Health to really sit down and look at this. Every TD in Ireland can go to the Dáil and say, listen, I want this on board, we're behind it. That's fair enough. They're welcome to do that because that's what we need. We need more people to say, listen, we want this on board. It's time now, to put the truth out there and value people's life from now on in. You know, a life is a life at the end of the day. You got to make that clear. And the more you ignore these people's calls, the less likelihood they of getting better. It's just not going to work. It's just going to be some family getting a phone call from a doctor or from the hospital or from their son or their daughter, or if they're married, their daughter-in-laws or their sons-in-laws or the grandkids saying, I don't want to spell it out, but the person has died. Sorry. It's a hard thing to accept somebody's dead. Like if they die of cancer or epilepsy, and our government are ignoring this, how can we not be angry? I mean, my father died, 10 years ago, and I still haven't got over that. And my wife's father died 12 years ago, and I still haven't got over that. And my brother, he died 2 years ago, and I still haven't got over that. So, if I'm one person able to come on and say that, how many others is able to come on and say the same thing? So let's make this happen. Let's make medical cannabis available to save anyone's life. Whether it's Kenneth Hynans, whether it's Vera Toomey's daughter, whether it's any child, north, south, east, west of Ireland. And not even Ireland, even the UK. I know at the moment they're trying to fight for it. To get it legalized, get it into a safe environment where they can go to their GP and say, listen, doctor, I'm a sick person. I need this medication. Can you help me? A doctor's duty is to care for the patients. Now, an awful lot of them, being honest about it, I don't think they're doing a very good job. Because there's an old saying, doctors different, patients die. Okay, so, but I really believe that if this medical cannabis treatment is made available, then the less likelihood of that person dying has increased dramatically, which means that they can go on and they can be with their family and they can live a normal life. What I'm living, what you're living, what your friend next door is living, what your mum and dad is living, what your brothers and sisters are living, what your nieces and nephews are living, what everybody is living. Like, that's all it takes. It's just to listen. So Simon Harris, again, I'm pointing you out. I'm calling you out now. You pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed for what you felt was right. And fair enough, you got it. So it's now sit down at the table and outline what the conditions are with this referendum. And when you're sitting down at that table, take a look to your left-hand side or to your right hand side and call Gino Kenny in right beside you and say, Gino, while I'm here, I'm coming and I want to look at your bill. Sorry, I've been called out so many times and I've ignored it. But this time, I'm not ignoring it. I'm sitting down at the table and I'm going to look at your bill. And I'm going to say, Gino, this is not right or that's not right. Can we look at this or can we look at that? That's it. I'm not taking this as a personal thing against anybody. But ignorance is ignorance. So Simon Harris, sit down, look at this bill and save one man's life or 100 men's life or one woman's life or 100 women's life. A life is a life. So you got what you wanted. Now Longford says yes to what we want. We want you to sit down and look at this bill and say, in all honesty, that you don't feel somebody's family's pain if they lose a member and they know that this treatment is going to save them. Because what will happen is these families will all come together one by one and maybe they'll march to Doyle and maybe they won't. But someday when you go knocking on their front door like this here, you're going to have to face them. And Lord be good if you ever go to Kenny Tynan's family's house, or my house, or Hazel Robinson's house, or anybody that's in support of this medical cannabis treatment. You're going to have answers. And you're going to have good, bloody answers to why this has gone on for so long. So, we are now on, what day did I say? The 27th of May. So we have the 27th of May 2018. Let's make this happen. Let's make medicine available to every family who needs it in a safe environment. Not people that are selling on the streets, because that's what I've been told that we're trying to do. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to get this into a safe environment, prescribed by a doctor, prescribed by a professional doctor, not somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, to save somebody's life. This is saving somebody's life. And the fact that I'm speaking on behalf of Kenny Tynan, I have pleasure doing that. But I'd also think, it's not just me that is angry about it. There's others that are speaking to me privately on Facebook and they feel that they can't come to camera and their voice is not being heard. So whoever you are, your voice will be heard. It's just we need a little bit more push. We need you to think, should I or should I not go on camera? If you can't do it, get somebody to take your place that will do it. And Simon Harris, if he picks up Facebook, if he picks up Yahoo, or if he picks up YouTube and he types in, medical cannabis or whatever else like that, I'm sure he'll see the list of names in that area, Who exactly are these people? They're the likes of me. They're the likes of you. They're the likes of your brothers. They're the likes of your sisters. These are normal people that are fighting for their lives. For their lives. That's the difference. They're not sitting back and saying, oh, you know what? I let it happen. No. Jesus, no. No, they're fighting because they want to be with their families. They want to live a normal life as much as possible. You're only passing through this world. So if they think, okay, this medicine is going to save their life, they'll go for it. So, Longford Says Yes to Medical Cannabis was set up with the aim to save a person's life. I support that. Hazel Robinson support that. There are others in Athlone that support that. And there's others in Cork that support that. There's others in Galway. There's others in Dublin. There's others in Belfast, there's others in England, there's others all over and over. Just come forward. And as I said, if you're sitting at home and you have a family member who needs this medication, and you've tried and tried and tried to get notice, one way is to get notice is to phone them or email them. And don't come off that phone until they know you've rang them. And then if you don't get anywhere with them, contact anyone that's fighting for the right. Gina Kenny, Longford Says Yes page, and say, listen, nothing's happening. Where do we go? We'll advise you. Come on camera, get your anger out. Because I'm sure, like me, you're frustrated and angry and annoyed that you have to keep doing this, keep fighting, and keep fighting and fighting and fighting against an ignorant man. Time has changed for everybody. We all need our families. We all deserve to live a normal life. And I'm sick of it. I am sick of being ignored, and I'm sick of Simon Harris saying, we're not looking at this bill, forget about it. No, it is not going to happen. We're here as long as we can, and we'll keep pushing this as long as we can. Longford Town is not the only town that said yes. I can tell you that. There are other towns that are saying yes. They just need to open up and physically say that they're saying yes. I know Monaghan has said it. I know Cavan has said it. I know Ballina has said it. I know Edgerstown has said it. I know Granner has said it. I know Athlone has said it. I know Ballyforan has said it. I know Roscommon has said it. I know Sligo has said it. I know Silverstrand has said it. I know Ross's Point has said it. Mullickmore has said it. Bundoran has said it. Donegal Town has said it. Letterkenny has said it. There are just a few I know that has definitely said yes to saving anybody's life. It doesn't make a difference. A life is a life. So Simon Harris, while you're sitting down and you're putting pen to paper and you're coming together what this referendum is going to do for women, while you're sitting in that office, you knock on Gino Kenny's door and you say, Gino, come here. We want you in here as well. We want you. We want this bill. Hand in hand together. Join forces and save somebody's life. That's all I'm asking. And if you don't do that, trust me when I say this, there are people out there that are sitting at home right at this moment saying, right, the next time when a general election is called, Simon Harris has to knock on our door. And believe you me, you're not going to get the reception you expect when you do against any of these families that's seen you sit back and do nothing to help their family. And I know Kenny Tynan's family won't. And I know there's another family in that one, and I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning, and I'm sorry if he does, Joe Bolanine, his brother, their family are sitting back and nothing has been done. There's a few in Longford, I don't know their names offhand. Their families are nothing has been done for them. So the time has come. People, please listen to what I have to say. And I'm saying this with all heart because I lost my brother and I know what it's like. Don't let them take your brothers. Don't let them take your sister. Don't let them take your mother. Don't let them take your father. Don't let them take your brother. Don't let them take your uncle. Don't let them take your auntie. Don't let them take any member of your family. It doesn't make a difference if they're your son. Don't let them. Fight against them and say, listen, no, we've enough. We've enough. We want our family member to live. We want this medical cannabis to work. We want at least to try make it work. It has worked. It is working. Anybody that has Vera Toomey on Facebook, just look at her case. Just look at that one case on its own. There are several others. Now, I only know Vera Toomey myself because I've met her. And I sat down and I spoke to her. And I said, Vera, when you were in Holland and you're away from your family and our government just didn't want to listen to you, it must have been a hard thing to accept. I never seen so many tears come to a person's eyes when they realised that somebody actually knew what in God's name was going on. And she sat there and she said, you know something? It was the hardest thing I've ever done. But I had to do it for my daughter. So, you out there that has a daughter, you out there that has a son, you out there has a brother, you out there that has a mother, a father, you get on that phone and you tell our government you've had enough of being ignored. You want something done and you want it down. Don't let them away with it. Just don't. I'm telling you, because you know what? You will regret it. So, from Longford Says Yes campaign, my name is David Berrigan. If anybody has anything to say to me, whether I like it or not, I'm here on this page and I will try and answer my questions or your questions best I can. But realistically, why I'm here today is I want to save somebody's life. And I want this medical treatment available throughout Ireland so as it does. So God bless. From the 27th of May 2018, let's make this happen. Let's go. Let's go. Simon says this and that. Simon says this and that. We say give Kenny his medicine back and others. So God bless.